let me get my coffee for this because we about to get to the meat of the matter. This is day 5. I hope you're excited. We have talked about becoming an expert. We've talked about what donors are funding. We've talked about the vision and the mission of your organization. And we have also talked about your organization's name. The next thing is board recruitment. You're saying, already? Yes. I'm sure as you've been researching your organization and knowing what you want to do, you've been talking to people about this, like, see what I'm trying to do. I want to start an organization, and then you're passionately talking about what you're working on. Because most times when we're reading up on something, we tend to talk about what we're reading and what we're doing and what we're cooking, right? So now it's time to recruit your board members. We were
and then the environment was changed up.
The first time I was hearing about this stuff, it was totally new to me.
And then with social impact consulting. Make sure you're thinking very strategically about this because it's very, very important, okay? Now, when you want to recruit your board members and then you're analyzing your stakeholders, look at it this way. PCAA. You're like, what is that acronym? Passionate, committed, available, and agreeable. You need to find somebody who is passionate about the cause that you're working in. Are they passionate about female entrepreneurs? Are they passionate about feeding the country? Are they passionate about the environment? What about good governance and transparency? You need to really try to recruit people who are passionate about the cause. If they're not passionate, they're going to burn out and they will no longer be the rest of the other acronym that I'm talking about. The next one is committed. You need to be committed to the cause because there will be some board meetings they're not going to feel like attending, but they have to because they are committed to the cause. Because motivation only comes once in a while. If you're diligent in something, motivation is not a key factor in what you're trying to do. So you need to have people who are committed to the cause. They will come to meetings. They would help you with the audit of the organization. They would go to press conferences with you. They will go with you to advocacy visits. They will make themselves available to volunteer, to empower your staff. Maybe somebody is good with HR training. Maybe somebody is good with grant writing. You want them to be committed to your cause. There's a birdie singing up there, so if you hear that, just know that a birdie's enjoying what we're talking about. So now you need to have somebody who is available. The person has to be available because most times when I'm talking to my clients, they're saying, I want to have Wole Soyinka to be my board member. You may know the guy. He may be your uncle. He may be somebody that you hang out in the same circles. But is he available? He might be committed to the cause in his own way. He might be passionate about it. But is he available? So you need somebody who is available for you when you call them and you have an issue. When you call them and a donor needs to have a meeting with them. When you call them and there needs to be something that happens, you need them to be available for you. So that is very important in getting a board member. The next one, agreeable. You do not want a drama king, a drama queen, or somebody that's going to stir up things that are not necessary during board meetings. You do not want somebody who will disagree with you in private and then disagree with you in a press conference. You want somebody who will agree with you. Not that they will be a robot and will be nodding their head like a gamma lizard. No. You want somebody who, yes, if they don't agree with something, they will express it. But when there's a consensus within the board and the organization, they will go with the decision of the board. They will not just be a disagreeable person. They will not sow discord. They will not cause friction between your team. They will not cause friction between your donors. They will not go behind your back and maybe start an organization and be taking and sucking resources out of your organization behind your back. There are numerous incidences that happens. So you need somebody within their character and personality that they are agreeable. And they will stand in solidarity with the vision, the mission, and the objectives of the organization. So these are things that you need in terms of recruiting a board member. Another thing I'm going to talk about is the types of people, the caliber of skills that you need for a board member. One, if you can get an accountant, hold on to them really tight, because finances in an organization is the lifeblood of the organization. So you need somebody that's good with that. And an accountant that's a board member will help monitor the audit, that will help monitor spending strategically. During board meetings, they're in the finance committee, they're saying, hey, we don't need this expense right now. Or, okay, there's a lot of income coming in. How do we invest our surplus? So this is a conversation that an accountant will be able to tell you. In Nigeria, a chartered accountant will be able to tell, but an accountant will be able to give you that information, but a chartered one is a plus. The next person you need is a networker. Somebody that is the life of the party, somebody that knows people and has all the connections. These are people that will get you into doors that you can't get into by yourself. They would say, oh, I know the MD of Shell. I'll find out if they are working on your issue in their sustainability plan so that you can have a conversation with them. You want somebody who is heavily connected, that will be able to open doors for you. I'm a board member myself, and I help open doors for the organizations in which I'm affiliated with. Because board members, we don't get any financial compensation from the organization. So we're doing this because we are passionate about the cause and we're committed to the cause and we're available and agreeable. So now you need somebody who is a networker. Next thing, you want somebody who is a development practitioner, who works for an NGO, who runs an NGO, who is a donor, who knows the lingo, who knows the technical operations of a non-profit, who knows how to monitor outcomes of a project, who knows how to develop a problem tree, who knows how to develop a log frame, because you need to be able to monitor impact. What for-profit organizations do? They produce products, services. But what nonprofits do is they produce impact. So a development practitioner will help you hone those skills in, because guess what? Board members are your first volunteers. So you want somebody who would point you in the right direction. The next person you need a media practitioner. Why? There was a client that came to me and said, hey, I'm a media practitioner. I want to start a nonprofit, but I don't have time. I'm really, really busy in my career and in my business. I said, not a problem. Join the board of an existing organization. Your skills are invaluable in that organization, especially if it's something that if you're in the PCAA category of that organization, you can bring your skills to bear within your chosen thematic area. So a media practitioner is very valuable because they will connect you to journalists, They will connect you to influencers. They will connect you with the right people to get the word out there with regard what you do. Because if you don't make noise about what you do as an organization, nobody's going to know. The right stakeholders are not going to know. The donors are not going to know. So you need media practitioners. So this is just a small short list of what you need. Oh, there's one more thing. You need a strategist. So a management consultant, you need somebody that knows strategy, because you're a startup, they can help you to work on your strategic plan. If you want to start a nonprofit with no money, then you need human capital. You need their time, their gifts in kind, so they can help you and facilitate the development of your strategic plan. If you're an organization that you're using your resources, you want to build your legacy, you can hire a consultant like myself to help you with your strategic plan. So these are things that you need to look at in recruiting board members. Have you recruited your board members? What are you thinking? In addition to that, I have a video on NGO governance in my archive. Just click on the card right here. It gives you a plethora of information about NGO governance. If you're thinking about that and you're not sure what to do, just read the link in the description for details on how to reach me. I'll see you tomorrow.